All right. Hello and welcome everyone to this beautiful morning. So our host over here, this is with the Pacific Alumni Relations Alumni Association, and we are happy to be joining Annemarie, class of 2010, graduated with a BA in English. While she was at the University of Pacific, she was also an Alpha Phi. So for those alumni who are can talk with her about that afterwards. We're going to be going through having a nice morning session. Annemarie has her coffee there and her yoga mat for those of us joining today who want to be doing some stretching. No yoga mat is necessarily required. I know I am going to be personally in my living room. So, we're going to do a living room yoga. Has the beautiful outside. So grab your coffee, get ready to do some stretching. And then we are going to have a little bit of time for question and answers at the end. But with that, I'm going to let Annemarie go ahead and introduce herself, talk a little bit about how long she's been doing her yoga practice, and then I will turn it over to her.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I was super excited that Chris and I had talked about this a while ago, and so I was super excited to get this opportunity, just kind of with the world shifting and a lot of uncertainty happening right now. Yoga is just so vital and so important. Again, he said I graduated in 2010, BA in English. I was an Alpha Phi. I had a lot of fun when I was in college. I'm still a lot of fun, just in probably different ways. So yeah, I've been doing yoga for 5+ years, teaching along the same time. I kind of came to yoga when I had some personal things happening. It was an outlet for me. I'm a very busy body. I love to be busy, and yoga kind of gives me a chance to relax and ease my mind. Normally I do power yoga, and power yoga is heated. You are constantly moving in it, but this is a kind of a step back, and it's very different for me. But I absolutely love the calmness and stretching. It's super peaceful outside, so hopefully you guys can hear the birds. And I apologize if any trucks start or dogs start to bark. I don't have control over that, but that's just kind of the world right now. You can't control anything that's going on. So I am going to lead you through about 30 minutes of just some basic stretching. There's modifications for everything. If you are a beginner to yoga, please don't be nervous or intimidated at all. Even if you're sitting down and you're breathing, you're actually doing yoga. Meditation is what we're also going to do, a little bit of a meditation afterwards, after the stretching. Again, same thing. It's not meant to be intimidating. I know some people just sitting, trying to relax your mind for them is difficult, but I heard this quote recently, like, your mind will consistently be thinking just like your heart consistently beats. And inadvertently, you don't think about your heart beating, right? And you don't think about your mind thinking. So regardless, it's always going. So meditation kind of just allows you to be calm and sit with that. And then I'll open it up for any questions afterwards. If anybody wants to know anything or just chat about yoga in general or life, I am here. And yeah, so Chris, we good to get started?
Yeah, great.
Yeah?
Thank you
Okay.
so much. Go ahead, and we will be following along from our own spaces.
Awesome. Okay, so everybody can go ahead and start cross-legged. You can keep your coffee nearby because we'll take a few sips here and there. We're going to start with your hands on your knees. You can either keep them down, which means you're going to keep all your energy to yourself, right? Or you can have them lifted up. That means you're going to give the world energy and give the energy to others. So go ahead and close your eyes. Take a big inhale in through your nose. Big exhale out your mouth. And with that, your shoulders should already start to relax. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping your eyes closed and keeping breathing. Just be where you are right now. I like to choose themes for my practices and for my classes, and today's theme is going to be cherishing the moment. Right? So regardless of where the world is right now, there's so many moments that we can cherish, whether it's like this morning for me, it was spending a little extra time in bed with my puppy, or whether or not it's being here with you guys, I'm cherishing this. So there's always moments throughout your day that you can look back and be like, okay, this was freaking awesome. Okay, so inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth. So I want you to think about one of those moments yesterday. What was that for you? What moment yesterday did you, maybe it was like awesome and you didn't think about after that you should cherish? What was that moment for you? I want you to think about that. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. All right, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, place your right hand down on the mat wherever you are on the floor. You're going to reach your left arm up to the sky and stretch over. You should feel your side body stretching and extending. Keep your chest lifted, okay? Don't come over this way. Keep it lifted up to the sky or to your ceiling, wherever you are. Open, 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 open. Awesome. Inhale, come up. Exhale, other side. So left hand down, right arm comes up. And opening your chest, open your heart. Right now, sometimes it's going to be hard for you to want to open your heart to something new or something different, okay? But now is the time to try. So I applaud all of you for coming and joining me this morning. Might be something different. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. So your legs are still crossed. You're going to fold. You're going to drop your head. You can shake your head yes, shake it no. Press into the mat or into the floor with your hands here and push your hips back so you feel an opening in your hips. Now walk your hands off over to the right side. Place your left hand on top. Again, you should feel all the way down here, that side body stretch. This is really good, especially if you're sitting all day at your desk. If you don't have as comfortable chair at your home than what you do in your office, okay? Coming over to the left side, so left hand down, right hand on top. Good. Inhale, come up to a seat. Now I want you to take your right hand, your two-piece fingers, take them over to your left temple. Drop your shoulders so there's room here. Place your left hand down on the mat if that feels good, and go ahead and bring that neck over very carefully. Okay, you're with your neck, so your neck is very sensitive. If this is too much, having your hand here, you can place it on your lap. Good. Exhale, other side. So taking your first and middle finger, and then over to your right temple. Drop that shoulder. Make sure there's space here. You can close your eyes throughout this and breathe. Just setting an intention too for like where you want your day to go. So is it going to be a good day? Are you going to accomplish a lot today? Are you going to maybe forgive somebody? Like, what's your intention? Where do you want to start your day? Good. Inhale, coming up. Take your left foot nice and long. Bring your right leg over your left foot and take your left elbow to your right knee and twist. So a seated twist. This should be stretching your back. Some of you that may have a little bit of back issues, like it could crack. Feels really good. You can look over that right shoulder. And good. Now you're going to switch. So right leg comes down, left leg comes over, your left hand comes back, twist. And look over your left shoulder. Awesome. Go ahead and roll over your knees. So cross your legs, roll over. You're going to come into what we call is tabletop. So your shoulders are aligned with your elbow and aligned with your wrist. Your hips, they're not back. and they're not over, okay? They're centered right over your knee. On an in-breath, you're gonna drop your head and around your spine. This is called cat pose. So you can see why it's called cat, scary cat. It's what cats do when they freak out. So rounding your spine, drop your head. Good. Inhale. Now we're going to do cow pose. So drop your belly, shoulders come down your back. You're going to look forward, and you're going to lift your chin and your chest up. And the shoulders are going to pinch down your back, okay? If your coffee is right there, you can always grab a sip if it's nearby at any point. Now exhale, round your spine, drop your head. We're going to take cat pose again. You can lift your toes, okay, or they can be down, whatever feels comfortable for you. Exhale, round. Cow pose. Exhale, cat. Go ahead and take a few of those on your own. I want you to just kind of like feel your own body, okay? So again, maybe this is the first time any of you have ever done any kind of stretching like this or yoga. So you want to just breathe through the movements fluidly, right? So a lot of times yoga is called flow. So like a vinyasa flow, power yoga flow, because you're consistently flowing with your body and your breath. And come back to center, okay? This is gonna be your center. Go ahead and lift your right arm out in front of you. Take your left leg back. So right arm, and then you're just gonna pull your belly button up into your spine, so you don't want your back to be rounded, okay? You want it to be nice and stable, and just reach forward. You're gonna look down. Go ahead and bring your right arm out, and then your left leg out. You can keep it down on the floor, on the ground. You can also keep it lifted. Okay, it's gonna ignite that left hip. Try and stay nice and stable, and release. Good job, guys. All right, left side. Left arm lifts in front, right leg comes back. Again, it can be lifted here, it could be down on the mat, down on the ground. Again, belly button up and in, so you're not rounded and you're not dropped. Nice and stable. Left leg comes out, or left arm comes out to the side, and your right leg comes over. Even with my UOP education and my Pacific education, I still can't tell my right from my left. So I like to laugh. You know, some people think it's super serious, but I just like to have fun. I like to enjoy it. Come back to center. Bring your feet together, your knees out wide, push yourself back, come down, child's pose. So take a few breaths here. If that doesn't feel comfortable with you for your hips, you can take a narrow knee child's pose here and come together, bring your knees together and come down. Okay, so just whatever feels good. If you want it to be super wide, wider than your mat, you can do that too. And head comes down. Good. Take your right arm, lift it up to the sky, reach to the sky, and you're gonna take it, you're gonna bring it underneath your left arm. Your shoulder comes down, your left hand comes out. Shoulder stretch. Should feel really good. Make sure you're breathing. Again, breath is the yoga. The asana, the movement, the poses, I mean, that's the secondary part, but breath is the most important. Reach your left arm up to the sky, and then interlace underneath your right arm. Bring your right arm out, stretch. And breathe. Beautiful, guys. Inhale, come back up to center. You're gonna walk your hands out to the top of your mat. You're gonna come back to tabletop, flip your feet over, push back, downward facing dog. This might be where I lose my AirPods. Okay, so downward facing dog here. You want a nice long spine. Okay, so your hips are up, your head, I can't bring my head down, but your head is down, your neck is down. So you can shake your head, yes, shake it, no. So stay there. So come on up to your tiptoes if you can, and then come down, staying in your downward facing dog. Okay, let's try that. All right, good. Coming up to your tiptoes like this, so stretching out the backs of your legs, and come down. Bend your knees, chest to your thighs. Good, and release. Take right leg, lift it up really high if you can, bend your knee, and then open your hip. And you can rotate your foot, you can rotate your hips, however feels good. And place it back down on the mat. Left leg lifts, bend and open. Stretch it on out. If this is not available for you, you can be on your hands and knees and you can lift it up high, right? So this is also available to you. So don't feel like you have to do downward facing dog. You don't have to. You can get the same thing here. You do want to stretch your back out, okay? Awesome. All right, now everybody walk your feet all the way up to your hands nice and slow. So tiptoeing if you have to, getting all the way to the top of your mat. Bring your thumbs to the crooks of your elbows and release. So this is forward fold. Good, sway back and forth. That feels good. Drop your head. Place your left hand down, bend your left knee, reach your right arm up, twist. And switch sides. And switch again. Left hand down, bend your left knee, stretch it on up. For those of you that have done yoga before, more advanced, you could take your arm behind, open your chest, and switch. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. So your hands for a halfway lift can come here, if this is all you can do, okay, that's fine too, as long as you're engaging the backs of your legs. You can come all the way down to your calves. You can come all the way down to the floor if you can't do, but notice my back is still straight, right? So halfway lift here. Exhale, forward fold. Grab the backs of your calves here, pull in. Again, backs of your legs. Your legs are so important, especially when you're working from home and you're not probably getting up as much as you normally do. Your legs and your hips, very important to keep nice and stretched. Exhale, release. Halfway lift. Forward fold. And then root down to rise up. So that is, bring your toes together. Reach your arms all the way up. Interlace your thumbs together. Stretch up. Good morning, stretch. Over to the right side. So again, your thumbs are interlaced and locked together. Over to the right side. Nice side body all the way down your side. And then over to the left. Inhale, come up. Bring your arms out to what you would be goalpost arms. You're gonna lift your chest up to the sky and go back. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart center. So let's breathe 3 times together and set that intention. My intention for you guys is for you to cherish any moments that you have moving forward this week and to recognize those moments. So take an inhale, big exhale. Awesome, inhale, exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, exhale. Awesome. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. We're just gonna move a little bit. Halfway lift, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Hands to heart center. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Nice flat back. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, forward fold. Good, you're moving sooner than most people are even getting out of bed. Reach your arms up, hands to heart center. It's amazing. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, fold. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. Good. Now take your feet, bring 2 fists together, bring them 2 fists width distance apart. Take your 2 peace fingers in between your 2 big toes, fold and pull in. Should feel the backs of your hamstrings engage. You should really be bringing out your elbows, so it's like you're flexing your muscles really strong. If that's not available, you could bend your knees. So if touching your toes is not available to you, that's fine. You could just bend your knees. When I first started yoga, could not touch my toes to save my life. Like there was no touching my toes. Good, exhale, release. Now you're gonna take your hands, you're gonna walk it on out. You can drop your knee. Okay, we're gonna open your chest and your back now. So lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, you're gonna come up, you're just gonna lift your chest and lift your hands off the mat here. And lift your feet if that feels good. So lifting here. Breathe. Exhale, release, come down. If your coffee is there, you could grab a sip. This is what I enjoy about my morning yoga and coffee sessions. All right, do that again. Inhale, lift your chest and your hands off the mat, lift your feet. Should feel engagement down your back. Should feel your shoulders drop back. And exhale, release. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, come up. Keep your neck down, look down. And exhale, release. All right, you guys still with me? Awesome. Go ahead and press your hands on the outsides of your chest. You can come all the way up if that feels good. This is upward facing dog. For those of you that may be advanced, you can come onto the tops of your feet here with your shoulders down your back, or again, you can be down here. So many options, so many modifications. So come up, bringing those shoulders down your back, flip your feet, push yourself back, downward facing dog. All right. Take your right foot, bring it to your right hand, drop that back knee, and then inhale, come on up. So since this is just a morning kind of stretch, we're not going to be doing every single pose. Obviously, there's tons of poses like warrior 1, warrior 2, warrior 3. There's just so many. Okay, but here we're in a low lunge. Always keep your belly button tucked up and in. Inhale, twist to the right. Looking over that right hand if you can. Inhale, come up. I'm gonna do that again. 2 more times. So 1, look over. Awesome. Keeping your body moving. 2. Actually, we'll go 5 times. Inhale, reach up. 3. Good. Reach up. 4. Come on and back up. And 5. Hold. Inhale, come back up to center. Go ahead and come onto that front heel. Stretch again your hamstrings. This is prep for splits. I've been doing yoga for 5, 6, however many years. I still am nowhere near regular splits. Every person's body is different. You know, we see all these crazy people that are super flexible. Your body may just never be able to do that, and that's okay. I think that's a misconception in yoga. Inhale, come back up. Place your left hand down, reach your right arm to the sky. It's a big misconception in yoga that you have to be flexible, and you don't. All you have to do is breathe, and then if you want to move your body, move your body. And you need to move your body however feels good to you. Bring your back knee up if you can. Okay, if you can't, that's okay. You might hurt your knee. You could put a pillow or something below it. And if you can, reach back for it. And then open your chest up to the sky. And exhale, release. Hands to the mat, push yourself back, downward dog. Left leg lifts, step it through, drop that back knee. Inhale, come up, low lunge. Big inhale. Exhale, open up to the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, open. Inhale, come up. 3 more times. 2. 3. A little bit more than 2 more times. 4. And 5. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, push back. Heel into the mat. Allowing your hamstring to open. Using your breath. Come back up to center. Lift your arms up. Exhale, place your right hand down to the mat. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Twist. Go ahead and bend that right knee if you can. If you can grab it with your left hand, great. If you can't, no big deal. Balance. Getting into that thigh muscle. And exhale, release. Place your hands to the mat. Push yourself back, so feet together. Push yourself back, child's pose. Great job, guys. Awesome. I can't see you, but in my heart, I know that you guys are doing this and stretching and your bodies are feeling good. Inhale, coming through your hands, so coming onto your butt. Go ahead and grab some coffee. Bring your legs out in front of you. Lift your arms up nice and tall. Exhale, fold. Grabbing the tips of your toes. If you can't grab them, go ahead and bend your knees and be here. If your legs are flat and you can grab them, super awesome, okay? So, wherever you are is where you are, and that's great. I think sometimes we always look to others as setting an example for something, and we just need to look into ourselves. Okay, you need to look into your heart and feel like, okay, who am I? What do I stand for? Can I do that? If I can, fantastic. If I can't, no big deal. Okay, we are ourselves' worst judge and worst critic. Come on up. Bring your feet together, your knees out wide. You can open your feet up like a book and fold. So think about that, right? If we're our own worst critic, what have you judged yourself for recently? And what can you do to let it go? Is there something that maybe you're like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. No, we don't. It's okay. Especially during these times right now in the world, we all need to fucking give ourselves a break. Okay? Inhale, go ahead and come onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Place your right leg down. Bring your left leg over. Flex your foot. Take your hands, interlace them behind that right leg, and pull in. This is a nice hip stretch. So if that's not available to you, you could place that right foot down again. Take your left hand, push that hip open, that left hip. Okay, so many options here. This is pigeon on your back. Okay, usually we do regular pigeon, but since it's nice and early in the morning, we're not super, super stretched and warm. This is what we're gonna do. So a few breaths here. Awesome. Left leg comes down. Now we're gonna do the right side. Right leg comes over. So hip stretches are extremely important. They're the one area of your body that you probably don't stretch enough and you don't think about stretching, and it's what we use the most. Like, think about it. Your legs are connected to your hips, obviously. You walk, you sit, you move consistently throughout the entire day. And your hips are that base. So we actually carry a ton of emotions in our hips. Legs come down. Inhale, we're gonna sit up one more time. We're gonna do what's called double pigeon. So take your right leg or your left leg, make an L shape. Okay, so it should be a nice L shape here. Then take your right leg, bring it over on top of that left knee. There may be a gap here. Maybe you have super flexible hips and there's no gap. That's fine. Maybe it's way up here, and that's cool too. So you're just gonna sit up nice and tall and allow that right hip to open up. But again, make sure that they're parallel and like nice L shapes. Switch sides. So whatever leg was not on the bottom, go ahead and put that leg on the bottom and switch to the other one. If your coffee's nearby, which mine is, go ahead and grab a sip. And exhale, release. Bring your legs out wide again so you can kind of shake it out. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Then lay down on your back. We're almost done, guys. You guys are doing amazing. Bring your right knee to your chest. And then lift it up nice and high. Come behind your leg. And bring your right leg over to the right side. You can hold the backs of it. So you're getting the inner part of your leg. You're getting the outer part. You're soon keep that foot flexed. Awesome. Inhale, come up, over to the other side. Should feel your IT band coming all the way from here to here. Bring it back up. Place it back down on the mat or on your carpet. Inhale, left leg, bring it to your chest. Inhale, nice and straight. Bring it over to the left side. And over to the right side. Good, bring your knees into your chest. Rock 3 times. Nice little spinal massage. Come back up. Bring your right arm over your chest. Take your left arm and grab it, pulling that shoulder, stretching that shoulder. And release. Inhale, bring that up and over. Bend your arm. Go ahead and take that elbow into your left hand. Some of you may be able to grab your fingers this way. I can only grab my fingers on this side, so we'll do this. And other side. Left arm over, clasp it with the right. And then bring it on up. So this is like my really, really tight, my right shoulder here is super, super tight. So it only literally goes to my mid back, which is totally fine. You'll find that the more you do yoga is one arm is probably different than the other arm. It's like one leg feels different than the other one. Good. Inhale, lift, put your hands down onto the mat. Lift your chest up to the sky. Inhale, look up, go back. And then exhale, wrap your arms into a self-hug and fold forward. Good. Inhale, reach your arms back. Chest comes up. Exhale, hug in. Last one, inhale, reach your arms up and back. And then exhale, hug in nice and tight. Awesome. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest and roll onto your back. Lengthen out your legs. Hands come out. So legs out nice and wide. Hands out nice and wide. This is what you call Shavasana. The best part of ending your practice. Nice and relaxed. Let yourself sink into your mat. Listen to the birds that are chirping in my backyard. Let your breath come back to normal if it had elevated at all. Recognize any sounds that might be around you. Maybe you have a clock ticking. Maybe somebody is up and bustling around your house. Just let it be. Let your mind release. Try not to think about what you have to do when you stop moving or when you're done here. Inhale through your nose. Relax, exhale out your mouth. Sinking into that mat even more. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Allowing peace to become a blanket on top of you. Let it cover you. Let your heart not feel anxious. Let your mind be relaxed. Again, let peace come over you. May your heart not be anxious. May your mind be relaxed. May peace come over you. May your heart not be anxious. May your mind be relaxed. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Maybe you move them around. And we'll bring them out nice and long. Arms above your head. Full body stretch. Bring your knees into your chest again. Arms out to a T. Bring them over to the right side. Good. Bring them over to the left side. Inhale, bring them up. Bring them into your arm, into your hands. Roll yourself up. Go ahead and come up to a seat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Beautiful. So that was the practice part, guys. So now we're going to go straight into a meditation. So you can stay sitting here. If it feels a little bit more comfortable, you can grab a pillow. You can bring it. You can come to a seat. Okay, so whatever, again, is comfortable for you. We're going to just sit for a few moments. I'm going to read a few things, say a few things. And really, that's what meditation is. It's nothing, again, that's meant to be super crazy or intimidating. Some people think if you can't sit still and you can't sit quietly, then you're not meditating, and that's not true. Okay, so you can also too, you can lay down, you can sit in a chair if that feels more comfortable, like say you have back and shoulder issues, or your knees don't feel good sitting here, you can go ahead and move into any of those spaces. So again, hands on your knees, you can lift them up to give energy out to the world, you could keep them down to keep energies to yourself. Either one is perfect. I'm going to give you guys my energy today. So take a big inhale through your nose. Big exhale out your mouth. I want you to start at the top of your head. So pretend that somebody has attached a little string to the top of your head and it's pulling you up nice and tall. So what does that feel like? So recognizing the top of your head. Come down to your eyes. I've been having a twitch in my left eye recently because I think I've been not sleeping enough, not getting good rest like I should be. Now bring it down to your shoulders. How do your shoulders feel? Feel a little bit more open after today? Now come all the way down to your arms, your elbows, your wrists, your fingertips. Roll your fingertips. See what that feels like. Come down to your hips. How do those feel? Are they a little bit more open? Are they stuck? Down to your knees. Your feet. Your toes, wiggle your toes. Being present in your body. You were given this body and this life for a reason. Make use of it. Okay? If you have special talent, if you have anything to give, give it. Okay? Don't spend as much time in the I wish I had this, I wish I could do that. Try and spend more time in that I do have this, I do have that, I can do this, I can do that, I can give this. Okay? As opposed to spending all the times in your mind in the I can'ts, spend it in the I can. Take a big inhale through your nose, big exhale out your mouth. Let's go back to those moments. I want you to think again of that one just shining moment that you had last week. I had an amazing Friday night with my boyfriend. We ordered and supported takeout from a local business, and we sat outside and we talked and listened to music and was just present with each other. No phones, nowhere to be, no one to please, just each other. It was beautiful. We connected. Connection is so important. So I'm really cherishing that moment I had with him. So what moment can you cherish? Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Cherish each moment. Stop waiting for the one moment in time that will change your life. Instead, cherish all the moments. A desert cactus that blooms briefly only once a year does not consider all the moments it is not bloom is wasted. It considers them necessary and important. It knows the rest of the year, the rest of its life, is absolutely beautiful too. All the moments count. The quiet moments, the moments of boredom and solitude, the moments of sharing, the exciting moments of discovery, the moments of grandeur, the agonizing moments when we feel sad, angry, and upset. Each moment in time is equally important. Don't wait and hope for the one thing, the one person, the one event that will change your life, plummet you into the future and the life that you desire. Instead, remember that each moment in time brings change, evolution, and transformation. Most of us relish the magnificent spiritual experiences, those tremendous discoveries, those important times of change. But those moments don't happen often. The truth is, each moment in time is a spiritual experience, an important time of change. Cherish all your moments. Soon, you will see the beauty and the power of each of them. Let each moment have value. Let each day of your life be a spiritual experience that you seek. The power to change and evolve lies within you. The life that you desire is happening right now. Your destiny is here. Cherish all your moments. Embrace the beauty and importance of each one. Cherish all the moments. Bring your hands into your chest. Take a deep breath in together. Deep exhale. Absolutely beautiful. Bring your thumbs to your third eye, your forehead center. The light and the love and all the moments in me. Cherish and love the light and love and the moments in each and every one of you. And together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining me this morning. That is what I have for you guys. Chris, now I guess we can open it up if people have questions. I hope everybody's kind of feeling good and stretched out.
Namaste. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Was
Absolutely
amazing. I know I got to move my body a little bit. We're going to have some time for questions. If anyone has any questions for Annemarie, please type them into the chat, and we will kind of give those along to her. It can be anything about her yoga practice, anything about your yoga practice, anything about cherishing moments, anything about your experience at Pacific, her experience at Pacific. I have a question here. What book were you reading from?
Oh, it is called Journey to the Heart by Melody Beattie. This is another thing I do every day. I read from it. I probably should have said that earlier. But Melody Beattie, Journey to the Heart, Daily Meditations on the Path of Freeing Your Soul. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. As you can tell, mine's pretty beat up, if you could see it. It's phenomenal.
Great. Yeah, so I will, when we post this onto the Pacific Alumni website, we will also write down the name of that book, so that way you are able to, those of you who want to check that out, you can do that. We just have a comment saying, thank you so much. I am blessed to be part of your Pacific family and peace, from Mary Elizabeth. So thank you, Mary Elizabeth.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much.
And the other thing is too, I did forget to say, if you guys are looking for more and would like, more, the yoga studio that I do teach at is doing a virtual page. And it is donation based, and I teach every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday in the mornings, very similar to this, just to kind of get your day going. We also have 5 amazing teachers. So if you guys are interested about that, I can give Chris the information. So then that way you guys can maybe bring a little bit more yoga into your life, some beauty into the chaos.
Yeah, definitely. So we will also be posting that link. That way you can help support local businesses, help support part of the Pacific family, the Tiger family, in something that Annemarie is passionate about, and maybe something that you want to begin your journey into. As you saw, Annemarie is a wonderful teacher. I know I have attended her classes multiple times and have enjoyed every time. So we have a couple more comments on here just saying thank you so much. Greetings from Teos, New Mexico. So Patty Day is joining us.
Wow, it's awesome.
Pretty awesome that we can do that virtually, join each other from across the nation. Kelly Page, thank you for sharing your morning with us, Annemarie.
Hey, Chris. I have a question too.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I would say there's a question from Hal Solomon. Is that what you're telling him?
Yeah. Go ahead, Polly.
The question is, how often should the breathing technique be done, and how long do we hold our breath?
So it should be consistent. So if you're going to do inhale, so it's like 1, 2, 3, inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale. So that's how you regulate your breath. So if you so maybe say you're super anxious, right? And you're breathing really hard. Okay. The thing to do is to kind of take a step back, count your breath. So breathe 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you could do it for 5 breaths, that's great too. So it's just 5, hold it at the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But as far as your practice goes, it's really going to depend on, how you're feeling in it. Like, again, if it starts to intensify your breath, then you want to try and control it that way. So breathing in 3 times, breathing out 3 times, or however long it takes you to kind of get it regulated for yourself.
Great. Thank you so much for that question, Hal. And thank you for the answer, Annemarie. It looks like we have Jamie's from Modesto, so joining us pretty locally. That's awesome as well.
Yeah.
So maybe once all this is done, you can head up from Modesto up to Escalon and join in person once we're able to do that. So let's see here. So we have someone saying thank you so much, Annemarie. It looks like their child just woke up, so they're gonna take the moment that they've taken for themselves and then go give that good energy out to the world and to their children. So thank you so much for joining us, Kelsey. I think we are going to be heading out right now. If anyone has any further questions, feel free to reach out to Pacific alumni at pacific.edu, and we can get in contact with Annemarie. We do have a short survey, so if we could just share that short survey, take that right now, then we will let people head on their way. Thank you again. Namaste.
Absolutely. Namaste. Thanks, guys. So Chris, am I good?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to
Okay.
stop your
Do you need
video.
anything else from me, or are you good?
I'm
Okay.
good. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for letting us come along on the journey today.
Absolutely. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope everybody else did too.
I definitely did. It was very nice and needed.
Cool. Well, let me know if you guys want to do it again, especially during this time. If you want to host another one,